Well, good morning, folks. Pastor Rocky. Hope you're doing great today. Early in the morning, day 104, as we continue to go through this challenging situation with our weather and also the sort of disaster that's taken place. Last night I was watching a little bit of the movie Elvis Presley was in, Jailhouse Rock. And I thought about that a little bit because I'm also a prison chaplain. And I thought about the situation that the part in the movie that he played. I think his name was Vince, I think. And he had this chip on his shoulder the whole time. And it was interesting to me that he went through this process of, getting in jail, getting out of jail, whatever, and then trying to get a career going on. But the whole time he had this chip on his shoulder. And when we think about Elvis Presley, I mean, he died in 1977. And I remember very well about that situation, and I remember even now that he is very popular, and he's been dead for 7, 8 years. And so it's interesting that the movie portrayed him to be someone that wasn't happy with anything. And unfortunately, in 1977, he died at a very young age of 42. And I'm 65, so that's a young man, in my opinion. I think about that, and I think about all the heartache. And we see the fires out in California, which breaks my heart. I wept last night, actually, because of the people's story. It just absolutely broke my heart. That yeah, I understand it's stuff. I got that. I understand it's just. Life is more important than stuff. Yes, I understand. But still, there's human emotion tied to things, seeing people, no matter how rich they are or who they are, it doesn't matter. People still hurt no matter what your background is, no matter what your color is, no matter what your educational resources are. Everyone hurts, and these folks were hurting, just like the people here in Western North Carolina. And so I thought, wow. All this stuff going together in my mind, I wanted to go to a scripture that would provide some comfort for us here on this early morning and this 104th day of this situation. And I found myself in John 14. Jesus says, "Let not your heart be troubled. Believe in God, believe also in me. In my Father's house are many mansions. If it were not so, I would have told you. I go to prepare a place for you. And if I go to prepare a place for you, I'll come and receive you again unto myself, that where I am, there you may be also." What a comfort that God has prepared a place that cannot be burned with fire or flooded with water, destroyed by wind or trees falling on it. God has made a place, and God is making a place. Corinthians 2:9 says, "Eyes have not seen, nor ears heard, neither has it entered into the heart of men the things that God has prepared for those that love him." What a wonderful thing to think about. Struggling, yes. Loss, absolutely. Problems, everybody. Situations we can't deal with and don't know what to do, of course. But Jesus is enough. When I think about it that way, I do know that it's stuff. I do know that it's just things. I do know that a lot of stuff can be rebuilt. You miss in fires and floods your personal items, pictures, and possessions. But you still have you. And this is what Jesus said. "In my Father's house are many mansions. I go and to prepare a place for you." He says to us in his first sermon in Matthew 5, 6, and 7 that thieves cannot break through and steal in this place. It does not turn into rust, or moths do not infest in it. He has made a place and is making a place that will be completely perfect. What an awesome thing to think about. With snow on the horizon and cold wind as it is, and the flaming fires licking the $1 million homes in Pasadena, California, and surrounding areas, we're reminded that our God is an awesome God. So I hope that you'll have compassion on people in our area, people out in California and Pasadena and out in the various regions of Malibu. And even though they're rich people, they still hurt. Even though people in their area have walls that the wind comes through, they still get cold. We have to be people of compassion. We have to love. We have to care. And most of all, our ability is best used when it's available. So our best ability is availability. Will you be available to let the Lord use you? It's a challenging thing, but necessary. I love this passage. If it were not so, I would have told you. I go and prepare a place for you. And if I go and prepare a place for you, I will come again and receive you unto myself, that where I am, there you may be also. Jesus is enough. Don't forget that. God bless you. We love you. See you soon.